What kind of duo are you? Are you a kind duo? Are you a kind duo? That's what we're playing today, guys. Kind Duo. This is another budget title on the Xbox that we're playing here. $5. It's on everything else as well. You know the drill. It's on the Switch, PlayStation, blah, 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 right? But Kind Duo is, it's definitely one of those budget titles that shows it's a budget title for sure. It's not bad. And one of the perks actually is that you can play this co-op with a friend if you so choose, which is kind of nice. We're just going to play solo for obvious reasons here. And we'll start with level 1, just to show you what this is all about, and then we'll jump into where I left off. So, level 1, you get a little story here. Shows like you get 2 characters, basically. You got one character who pushes rocks, and another character that will electrify little boxes and make things happen. Though I think that this level in particular is kind of just like a real throwaway thing. That first level's like, here, you can swap between characters and then go through the go through the door. Then they're like, they very slowly unveil the way your characters work, you know? Like, they're like, oh, the little rock guy can push stuff. End of level. Very simple stuff. Very, very simple. But then, you know, it starts to get trickier. Push the rocks over here. Get your friend up over the thing because he can't quite reach it without your help. You know, it's that kind of stuff, you know? So fast forward to level 13 where we are. And as you can see, things do get a bit more complicated. Now, I wouldn't say that this game has been challenging in any way, shape, or form yet. I guess if you are somebody who doesn't play, you know, puzzle games ever, then perhaps maybe you might feel like this is difficult. But I don't know. To me, I was like, I guess because I have a lot of experience with 2D platformers and puzzle games and stuff, I was kind of playing this, and this feels like baby's first puzzle platforming style game. You know what I mean? Anybody who has experience with gaming, by the way, anybody who has experience with gaming is going to breeze through this. What I was going to say is, by the way, the sounds in this are really annoying. They're kind of grating. I'm going to turn it up a bit here because I think they're kind of low, but they're very annoying sounding. Like, that is the walking sound, and listen, this is the push sound. Oh, and then I fell, so now I gotta restart. One of the other things, too, is there's no quick restart, so if you mess up, you have to hit start and go to restart every single time. Not a huge deal, but still a little annoying. Alright, so we'll use the electrical guy's power there once again. Yeah, the sound design in this is not very good. This game very much feels like a game that was created by, you know, somebody who maybe this is like their first or second game that they made, almost like maybe for like a game jam or something like that. And then they decided to kind of put it out for other people to play. Because conceptually, it's a cool little game. Like, I like the idea that you have 2 characters. You know, it's been done before, but you have 2 characters who work together to get to an exit. And they both have different abilities, you know. I always like that kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for that. But this is it's almost too plain Jane for me. And maybe that's because I'm not far enough yet. But, I mean, if we go back to stages, I mean, we're halfway through the game at this point, you know. So maybe the last half of it, maybe it's going to be more challenging, right? But I don't know. I really don't know. So, you know, needless to say, guys, this one is one that I'm feeling very kind of like middle of the road on. I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't say that I like it either. If that makes sense. Okay, so this one needs to be pushed over. One of the cool things you can do, they do have these electrical boxes you can push over. But like I said, there's not much challenge in this one because it's like, it's obvious where you got to push this to, right? You push it there. So we did. And now at this point, we hit that one, and now that will go up. Let's see. So now at this point, we got to do this, which will activate that. By the way, easy achievements too. If you guys want super, super, super easy achievements, This is another one of those games for you as well. Alright, so what do we gotta do here? This is the first level where I've actually had to kind of like look at things a little bit to see what is going on. Just kind of refreshing, honestly. Okay, so that's gonna do that. And then I gotta get this guy back down here. That way we can activate that. And like I said, this is the first level that I feel like has required a little bit of thought on my part, and I think that is mostly because I'm recording this late. So my brain is probably like I'm right after this probably going to bed, honestly. So it's kind of late, so I'm probably looking at this like, oh, after a long day dealing with work and a toddler and everything else, right? But as you can see here, like those of you with a competent brain, unlike me at the moment, you can definitely see that there really isn't much to figuring out the, well, you know, quote-unquote puzzles here, I guess we'll say. And there we go. Alright, so, I mean, let's see. We gotta keep, that one can be pushed. There's no reason to push it. We'll play through this last one here. See what happens. Alright, so this one is, I think, fairly obvious. Right? I'll bring that back down because I'm going to have to come back around. Because if I push these two blocks next to each other, I won't be able to push them. I'm going to have to come back up and around. 2. See, and they're trying to trick you on this one, too. They're trying to say, like, hey, you see the lightning bolt there? And you're kind of like, oh, how do I get my characters through if this guy has to stand on the Switch? What do I do? Well, don't forget, you can push this one. That's the first clever use of that they've used, which I think is nice. But, hey, yeah, there you go, guys. Oh, wait. I just got an achievement that says more speed. Acquire the aerial dash skill. So this is kind of strange too. They're just like all of a sudden they're like, yeah, now you can dash. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. Like, why didn't he gain like a? They could have had like a story beat or something in there. That's why I said this game is like. I feel like it's abnormally showing its budget. You know what I mean? Compared to some of the other budget games that we do play. You know, the menus, there isn't much to them, you know. Solo co-op. I mean, the fact that it has co-op, I think, is a nice feature, actually. It's actually kind of unexpected in a game that kind of shows its budget on its sleeve like this one does. But like I said, this one's middle of the road for me. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I think it's very mediocre. It's very down the middle for me. But hey, maybe this is something that you guys will like more than I did. But there you go, guys. It is Kinduo on Xbox. Like I said, it's on every other system as well if you want to play it. And guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.